Do you sweat a lot when you dance? How do you deal with that? I know for me, I sweat like crazy when I dance. I could easily go through 3 shirts per night. I know to some people this is embarrassing and it holds them back from having fun on the dance floor. I know so because I used to be one of those people. So here are a few tips on how to handle that sweat on the dance floor. Hello and welcome to the Salsa Beat. I am Juan23 and today's video is all part of dance etiquette. Social dance etiquette has many aspects, and one of those important aspects is how can you be more considerate of your partner when your sweat gets out of hand. My first tip is start by letting them know. What I mean by this is, for example, when a girl asks me to dance and I'm already completely sweaty, I tell them, listen, I'm very sweaty, I was about to go take a break and cool down, or I was gonna go change shirts. But if you really enjoy this song and you don't mind the sweat, then let's dance. Some people will respond with, yeah, let's dance. And others will be like, oh, I'll wait for the next shirt. And that's cool. And next time I have a nice clean shirt, I make sure I go look for that person and dance with them. My second tip is have backups. Bring extra shirts. Me, for example, I bring at least 2 extra shirts every time I go dancing. And when I start getting too sweaty to the point where my shirt now gets too wet, I either go back to my car and I change, or I go to the bathroom and I change. And just know that changing in the bathroom is really common in the salsa club or in the salsa community. So don't trip, just bring your extra shirts and at least you have a backup next time you get all sweaty. My next tip is a quick one. Bring a sweat towel. Paper towels run out fast at the club and napkins do a really bad job at wiping your sweat. So bring a face towel, something you could wipe your neck and your face with every time you need it. Another thing that I do to hide perhaps my armpit sweat is I wear a coat jacket on top. And this gives me an extra 30 minutes before I start getting too sweaty. And all I have to do is go change that t-shirt, put a new t-shirt, put the jacket on top, and it gives me about another hour of dance. Tip number 5 is wear the right colors. If you don't want your sweat to stand out, wear colors like black or white. I wish I could wear every color in the book or every fabric, but they don't all hide the sweat as good as others. When I'm trying to figure out what to wear for a particular night, I always take it, I drop some water in it, or I lick it. And if there's a big old water stain that's very noticeable, I don't wear it, which is why I tend to stick with colors like black or white. My next tip is stick to cotton fabrics. Synthetic fibers like polyester, rayon, all they do is trap the heat, and it's just gonna make you sweat even more. So next time you pick your attire to go dancing, look at the tag and look at what it's made of. And if it's cotton, it's perfect. And if you're gonna go buy clothes, I always say buy always cotton because of these 3 reasons. Better quality, it's more breathable, and it dries faster. This next tip has to do with dancing in close position. Ladies, if you know you sweat a lot like I do, avoid wearing backless shirts. Because when you're in close position with a guy, if your back is all sweaty, it doesn't allow me to connect well. And 2, every time the guy is leading you, he's getting a handful of sweat. On the flip side for the guys, remember that when you're in close position, the lady puts her hand around this area. So always avoid sleeveless shirts. Try to always wear at least a t-shirt. Tip number 8 is gonna be use armpit covers because they do a really good job at hiding the sweat on your armpits. I like the ones that you could safety pin into your shirt. I just encourage you to buy more than one, that way you can pin all the extra shirts you plan to bring to the club. And what I also like about them is that they help me prevent from getting armpit stains. Plus they're washable, so they're reusable. Give them a try. I'll put a link in the description below and let me know they work for you. The next tip is use the correct deodorant. Know that there's 2 different types. One is fragrance deodorants and the other one is antiperspirant deodorants. The antiperspirant ones are the ones that are going to actually help you prevent from sweating, and the other ones, all they do is really block the smell. Now keep in mind there's going to require trial and error. So you're going to have to go out there and buy some deodorants and try them out until you find the one that you feel fits best for you. I'm still looking. The next tip is going to be bring a hair tie. If you're one of those people that has long hair and that when you sweat, it gets really accumulated to the point where your hair starts to get soaked and wet, put your hair in a bun. This way, every time you're spinning, you're not having your sweat sprinkled all across the dance floor. Now here's a bonus tip for the guys. Choose your moves accordingly. And this is what I mean. Guys, when you're doing moves like, for example, like a drop catch, and you know you're already all sweaty, all you're doing by doing that move is that the girl's collecting all your sweat on the way down. So avoid that kind of move. Another move, for example, is that one move where you have a girl over here kind of like cuddled up, and then you send her forward and then you send her back through this ring of sweat. That's what I call it, because it's nothing else but a ring of sweat if you know you're already sweaty. So avoid moves like this, avoid being in close position, because all it does is really just puts all your sweat on her. Now remember friends, if you're a sweaty dancer, don't feel ashamed that you sweat. We all sweat. But these tips will help you at least keep it under control. If you have any tips, please share in the comments below so we can all help each other through this dilemma of sweating, especially in the armpits. I mean, look at me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you here next time at the Salsa Beat. Goodbye.